to bare bones. It's only Rops that has any kind of surplus cash before the end of this round. It's not like lost bonus is spiking here. This would be their second lost round in a row. So OG in a very good position to at least start to turn this back into a semblance of momentum. 2 players on B. They will be tested. Both Neofrag and Nexa over here, although Nexa is making moves because they have no middle control, because no eyes on window, he has to move away into the kitchen and have a quick peek. And this means that Neofrag is completely alone. He's being swept in on. They haven't checked this angle though. And now Twist is going to drop down. Double spray from Neofrag, but he doesn't get the second. Rob survives on 18 HP. And in a post plant, this is now a winnable round for Faze.
Absolutely winnable round, especially when you have Brokey alive with the AWP. And Robs, no Bogdan's Law in play here, Vince. He's going to just stick onto his AK-47. And despite the bomb getting planted, OG is slowly gathering together. Full shot needed to land, but Brokey with that whiff, it could be the round still going the way of OG.
It's an uncharacteristic miss as well, isn't it? He's been playing so well, and Rops, he still couldn't write him off even on low HP. He gets one, but that's going to be all. They do have kits on both players. There's enough time. They have an opportunity to get 2 ups if they want them. Decide against it again. They're happy to just keep the status quo into effect. That does mean, though, that OG have 2 rounds in a row. Yes, it was a little bit tighter than they were hoping for, especially considering the advantage they had, but it's still around. And this is the moment you're talking about before. Flames, aggression out, 2 kills go his way. And from there on out, it should have been smooth sailing from OG. You had a couple more waves crashing against the side of the boat, I guess, but they still got the job done. They still reached their destination of a second round.
Yeah, there was a world there. If Robs is able to get the low player coming in from apartments, he could have maybe they've got the isolated the 1v1, but still, it was a hard ask indeed. And moment Brokey doesn't get even a single kill with the AWP. That was Faze's fate sealed. That being said, still 3-round lead. Now, just the pistols here to wield. Although OG have looked pretty solid in some of these anti-eco rounds. Fiku, up close, he has been a bit of a thorn in the ankle of Faze towards his ramp position, and aggression coming out as well towards mid. This could be risky. It's about the timing in Flames. Just gonna stick around with Brokey though. Still able to find Neofrag before he falls. And the timing here is massive. Karrigan finds Mantu and he knows where Fiku is. He has a very good inkling as to where he is.
He's dropped down as well, so this could actually catch Fiku off guard. If he keeps looking up, he turns to his right-hand side. Oh, he must have thought they'd already pushed out of connector. And OG, for the second consecutive round, have a vast lead, and it just slips away. This time, though, it looks like Faze will be able to punish them fully. A little bit of scrappiness there, though, tossing the bomb to each other and no one watching jungle. So maybe this round isn't done just yet. Nexa moving through on the CT side, going in for that wide swing. They would have heard Rops shoot out from this very box just a few moments ago. And Nexa with a perfect timing on that peak twist, though. That one deke totally destroying Nexa. But he has no idea as to where the final player resides. Both are low. 18 HP, plays 31. He's checking the angles, but he goes right when he should have gone left. He zigs when he should have zagged. A nice effort. And OG, though, do just about get their 3rd round.
Holy hell, Flames saving his team there. 4K for him. But Faze almost made it happen. And what it can make happen for yourself is claim a free balance. Go to Ruba.com and use the code HEADSHOT with a double T at the end over there. And can claim your free code. I think it's limited, so you want to hurry up. In the meantime, OG able to get it 3 rounds. With Vince, the amount of casualties they suffered that round, it's going to really hamper their economy. So this is a chance for Faze to break through and go on a bit of another streak of their own again.
Exactly, 100%. That's been a consistent issue. OG are getting rounds, but they've been a bit sloppy, scrappy, and therefore one mistake, one loss here, and it could be a one-way ticket to reset City. And with Faze taking a seriously solid T-half. Pressure being applied directly on connector with flashes and smokes. Flames fully flashed himself, but does back away just in time. It's at the cost of health, but he will live.
Flames, such a dangerous game. And he was already tagged on a 46 HP, but comes out on top. There's a danger man taken out early on here. Twist to fall. And No reply found by Faze, but they have got quite a bit of control towards B short.
Mantu smartly just backs out of the B-App side, especially as catwalk control is no longer prevalent. The op shot narrowly misses out. Cavalry now arriving, support structure in place. The bomb, though, is still over on A, and it's been found by Fiku, who is alone. A very important kill. And now Rop's not for the first time is all that remains on the Faze team. We're stuck on the ramp, gets spotted. They know he's on the A side. They know the bomb is dropped outside the connector. You don't want to face him one by one here, though, OG. Rops is more than capable of clutching this. 17 seconds to go, but all three players peek him at once. And OG taking no risks this time. Much better round. They do lose 2 players, but it's now a chance to build up that economy.
That was a bit strange from Faze, making a bit of an unforced error, I feel like. Firstly, Famous finds Twist. That's a great job over there, but Rain able to reply through the smoke. This is the play, though. Like, Brokey in the smoke with an AWP and the C4. The moment he gets found there, that's it. And the 3 Ts were so far away from each other as well. Robs is all the way towards ramp. Brokey was connector alone with the AWP. The 3rd T was inside of B apartments. Seemed very disconnected from the rest of the team, but Twist, he is gonna connect the shot onto Nexa.
Started a couple of outrageous 1Ds, and there's Rain also showing that he's more than capable. Full flash. Flames didn't want to overextend. He backed away. Brokey was fully flashed, though. From our perspective, easy to see, but Flames is in the heat of the moment. The pressure on his shoulders. He knows that if he goes down, this round is probably going with him. In the meanwhile, though, Rops is making the most of his opportunity, pushes through there on the back. They've now heard that. Both the AWP is going to be trained on his position, but Mantu's also scared in case B site's being pushed upon. And considering that the bomb is now rotating all the way around back to T-spawn, it looks like that could be the final destination. But they have picked off Rain in the process. Mantu's about to get pushed in, though, if he's not careful. Rops is still toying with the idea of getting in his face. And with more players pushing out through B, he needs to get this kill. What a scrappy fight that is, and Rops comes out ahead.
Rops is supposed to be the distraction, Vince. He was not supposed to stay alive for this long. And Rops doing everything, finally will fall. Oh, but those whiff shot, they might just have lost the round here, Vince. They're going to come charging on in nonetheless. Twist, though, with the AWP, a missed shot. Brokey dealing a bit of damage. Still winnable here.
Oh, it's still very winnable as they just picked up the kill. Flames is low on 6 HP, but they have the kits. Pushing onto the site. Brokey needs to line up this Deagle. There's one. They know where he is. Getting pushed from the left-hand side. He's trying to play the time. He's trying to mess with the minds of Miku, and then passes a bullet through there afterwards. Faze take their 6th, but it's another round where OG had the advantages, and they just let it slip away.
Oh, that's such heartbreak for OG. Mantu, they knew. Rops knew he was the last man towards the B bomb side. Firstly, great opener coming in from Twist and Rain here, but Mantu needed that kill. And Rops is doing such a great job just distracting him, but at the end, he even gets the kill. And in the end, Brokey with the clutch, that shot as well, the final one. Ugh, crisp onto Fiku. And Faze, they find their 6th. The previous time with the pistols, they made it so close. This time, they clinch it out. And OG, look at the buy, Vince. It's rough. 2 pistols, a FAMAS, 2 A1s, and a utility. Just 2 smokes remaining with 1 minute and 24 seconds on the clock. I don't even see a single kit to work with here.
Yeah, no kits. They did have a chance, though. I don't know how Twist survived. It honestly looked as though he'd been absolutely peppered by the A1S in B-Apps. It was Neofrag that sprayed him down. He took damage in return, dropped the M4 to Flames instantly afterwards. So 2 players of the Walking Wounded. Both of them, honestly, probably should have fallen out of the server. In the meanwhile, though, Fiku with a 5-7. We've already seen him have quite a bit of impact with this very weapon so far. Player in sandwich as well as he goes in for the wide swing. There's a lot of targets. There's too many for him to contend with. And now Mantu is feeling very uncomfortable in the sandwich. Tried to back out, and Twists will deny him that opportunity. In doing so, Faze are looking almost guaranteed to pick up their 7th round. And as you mentioned, considering the fact that the buy is so bad and they still retain both of the rifles they came into the round with, of course they want to just hold on to these for the next one.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, but this is just so freaking rough here for OG. And yeah, Mandu tried to make his great escape, but gets spotted in the smoke. No escape from Twist. 7-4 will be the scoreline. It was pretty tightly contested initially, Vince, but Faze, they're looking pretty solid here right now. And it all came off that just the Deagles where they almost won the round, and then the following round they actually managed to pull it off. And that just, it was the left punch and the right hook for the money for the side of OG. Sure, they've saved a couple of guns here though. The round loss bonus might still be able to eke out a buy, but it won't be comfortable. It will still be, might even see a scout coming into play, maybe a couple of FAMASs, or they might just opt to go for a full save here. And there we go, the full save, I believe, is the right idea here. Just equalize the money out. You'll have a buy come round number 13. For the time being, try to work around these two rifles. They have just one smoke to work with, but they have found the opening kill. That is the possibility of another gun getting retrieved. And indeed, it will. Neofrag's going to pick up the AK, and he's got Kevlar, Vince.
He most certainly does. And so Faze, maybe it's their turn to sweat this one out. Maybe it's their turn to let the round get just too far ahead of them. Smoke down onto connector. This will afford Rain the catwalk control, which he's going to move in on right now. Maybe try and wrap around in towards the window from ladder room. Robs to the spray. We've seen him push out with pallets a few times. There's a double stack there though, and Brokey is also chipped in. Rain has also dealt with players elsewhere on the map, but Brokey with the wide swing, taking Flames out of the equation with a molly down on jungle. They don't know it, but the site is completely vacant at this stage. It should be free to plant on. They're now going to be finalizing that in. Neofrag typically is the B player, so that call will be relayed, and with the AK in his hands, and again the money being in rough shape, again not having a kit, I don't think he wants to go in for this one. Yeah, he's just going to be holding on to this AK, maybe try and set up for an exit frag. I'd be very surprised if he actually tries to push into the site. You can already see half the fuse is gone on this bomb. So Faze, whatever happens from here on out, they are going to be leading come the second half. It's all about adding a couple of nice, juicy bonus rounds on top of this now. Whichever way you spin it though, Blair, this is a solid performance. It's been scrappy, don't get me wrong. There's been a couple of questionable decisions and a couple of strange sprays, but they are in a very good spot here on this T-half.
Oh, absolutely. Guaranteed lead going to the second half. Their map pick. I like the aggression coming to it short, but great job there. Great awareness from Robs to find Fiku as well. Everyone on the side of OG's been having a bit of a nightmare on the CD side, individually speaking. Neofrag, he was really popping off on Ancient alongside Flames. He's been very quiet. Man 2, he's had his struggles as well with the AWP too. And Flames, though, he seems to be we said it earlier as well, he is the consistent pillar, consistent rock for the side of OG, and he continues to deliver, despite the fact that this team is right now trailing by 4 rounds. But if they can get to 7, Vince, I can still see OG put up a bit of a challenge here. But Rain, after taking a bit of damage at top of mid, will peel back. Faze setting up for what is seemingly looking like a hit towards the B bomb site, but then they slowly do fade back. Bomb will be retrieved by Twist. They have left Robs just lurking towards the A ramp position. And after a little bit of noise being made towards mid here, they will slowly crawl their way towards the A bomb site. Resmoke for jungle to enable Carrigan some space to work with.
Space attempting to be attained. The flick down from Fiku. He's looking to try and torch this A ramp push. Still alive, still kicking. Triple spray in from Flames additionally. And OG have locked it down. This round was building up for so long, and the climax was over so fast that Faze are just reeling, their heads spinning. The first round in 3, and maybe OG can get to those 7 rounds he touched on just before.
It was just a re-aggression there from Fika. It was also a dry peek as well. And great hole from Flames, though. Can't take anything away. They weren't able to trade. And at that point, Carrigan had to go for a play, walking through the smoke, but someone waiting for him. For Faze, though, it's a little unfortunate, though, because Robs is holding the anger for so very long, and I feel like with his teammates arriving, maybe his concentration lapsed for a second, and that was the opportunity for Fiku to strike. Flash is beautiful, as Flames will find a blinded Rain. The hit, however, is still going to be coming on towards the A-bomb site.
Faze not slowing down, they're just trying to cover and pushing in with the flashbangs. Karrigan, the spearhead, taking down 3. A perfectly placed flashbang on the side of Brokey. And the rest falls into place. Fiku's not done just yet, though. Spraying in on towards Rops. He is capable of standing his ground. Nexa had the right idea, but the smoke is going to be in his eyes. Post plant now up to the IGL of OG. That smoke is going to dwindle pretty soon. Karrigan actually shooting through there and then decides to push in. Although he's lost his life, they can now focus their attention over onto jungle. I think Nexa at this stage has decided this is a little bit too tall a task, and Twists won't allow him to save that AK. Faze will take a 9-5 lead, but that flash onto Connector and the follow-up from Karrigan pretty much turned this round on its head.
The kills Karrigan is finding, we saw even some of the rounds with the Deagles as well. Oh, brilliant stuff here. Just a slight little pause to control the recoil as well. And Karrigan showing that not only is he calling a pretty solid T side for his team, but he is very capable of hanging with the rest of the boys. Kill spread is really good as well. Top fragger 12 kills, bottom fragger is 8 on Rain, and I take his name and he will fall. It's a nice early kill going away to CTs and a tag as well, but he might be hunted down here. Will Man 2, and there we go. Karrigan with the spray taking on Man 2. Neofrag at least able to take on Twist in the meantime as they go scampering up the apartments. And this is OG just fighting fire with fire. Now Brokey left is going to try and time the shot, but he's missing everything, and they're just charging on in, holding W and mowing down every single member of Faze.
You've got to respect it from OG, man. Realizing that the slow rounds, the standard default setups hasn't necessarily been working out too great. Mix it up. Throw in a Hail Mary play. Why not? This is the perfect time to do it. And our Rops, 1-on-4. He's had a lot of these situations. He's typically playing over on the Palace side. Has retrieved the bomb, but there is also going to be a flank coming in. Fiku's now getting into Palace. 2 players watching. And Neofrag doesn't need any backup. So OG don't get completely destroyed or dismantled on their CT side, but FaZe will surely be very happy that they lead 9-6 coming through into that second half.
Yeah, 9 rounds on the T side is definitely something they'll be happy with, but I am getting slight shades of deja vu from yesterday's game, although it was 2 wholly different teams, Vince. Tunnel Fire and